Morning.
Morning.
Welcome to Narrowboat Natterings. We are having a bit of a grey day today, so we're not travelling anywhere. We thought we'd have a little chat, didn't
Yes.
we?
Well, you thought we'd have a little chat.
Well, we've been spending a bit of money recently on things because the boat fundamentally is kind of where we need it, I suppose. From a cruising point of view, it's pretty good. We got the fire done, and so we're pleased with that. But there were some things that were a bit niggling in the background, and they've needed to be done. And so, what was the key one? The key one really has been the batteries.
Yeah, power.
Power.
Wow.
That's always been a bit of an issue. We've always coped with it because it's not mattered when we've, at sort of 10 o'clock at night when the lights are failing and stuff like that. It doesn't matter because it's bedtime, and then in the morning we're going to be cruising again and all's well.
I think it matters when I'm in the shower and the water goes cold and I'm in the middle of washing my hair.
No, well, that's just down to the engine not having run for a long time and you having wasted too much of the water.
Hot water.
Mrs. Lumsden hasn't yet grasped the concept of you have to be a lot more efficient and frugal on a boat. It's not just on tap,
What water? Water's not
Yeah.
just on tap.
Yeah, pardon
Okay.
the pun. But it's not on a boat. It's not just going to be always there. So it has to be planned. So yes. So the batteries have taken a pounding over the time because we've not been managing them properly, and we think the alternator's not been doing its job. We've decided to upgrade that whole system. So I've got 3 new batteries. I could potentially go to another leisure, but we've put a new starter on it and 2 new leisures. The leisures were Hankooks, I think. And amongst other people on Facebook, Mark from Welldeck Diaries suggested those. He'd used those, and I certainly see a lot of the stuff that he does, and he never talks about any issues that he's had with depletion of power and stuff. So, and on Facebook he said everything had been really good, so that was good for me. So I've had a couple of those. They're 130 amp hours each, so that's certainly better than the 110s that I had on before that were also budget batteries. So they've gone. The starter battery is an Exide, and it's let me get this right, glass matte. Is it GMD? I think so. They're supposed to be much higher technology, and therefore I think they hold charge better or something like that. I don't know the technical side of batteries.
I like the way you just keep looking at me for advice.
So, I tell you what, batteries are a minefield when you start looking at how many there are, how many different types, shapes, technologies, amp hours, cycles. It's just like if electronics and that sort of things isn't your bag, which it isn't with me, it's
You've got
just
a friend.
horrendous. I have got a friend. You need a friend in need.
Just really, any excuse.
I got a friend indeed. Is that? I don't know. But yes, my mate Johnny, he knows his stuff with electronics and electrics and things. So he's been helping me out with that. He's fitted me a nice, sexy new split charge relay as well, which should be up to the job. And then to put the cherry on the cake, we'll just purchase a new alternator as well. So I've gone from having what I think was a 55 amp alternator up to a 75. I'd like to have gone a bit bigger, but then I would have got into issues where it wouldn't actually fit into the space, and then I would have to start doing a lot of fabrication of different things to sort of make it fit. Oh, I didn't fancy that. So all being well, we now have new alternator, 3 new batteries, a new split charge relay. That I think should show quite a big improvement in our ability to charge and our ability to store what's actually being charged. So all we've got to sort out then is her usage. What else have we had new? Oh, so let's say that's all mine, right? Because that's all kind of mechanically stuff, right?
Correct.
What did Mrs. Lumsden want? Mrs. Lumsden got a new kettle. What's it called?
A kettle.
No, I know that. What's its brand name?
Oh, Le Creuset.
Le Creuset.
I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Overpriced, over heavy, over big. It only takes this much water in it. There's a fill line to about there.
Keeps the water hotter for longer, so saves on the gas.
So because we've got that, right?
Can I just say that was a birthday present? I didn't actually purchase it. Somebody bought it for me for my birthday.
This was a birthday present. Right.
Story around that though, it was a birthday present because they retail about £100, so that is too expensive for a kettle. Would never buy a new one. So
Can I put it down now 'cause it's heavy?
no, the person bought it for me. My daughter, my lovely daughter, bought it for me for my birthday off eBay for £50. And then when we went to the retail place last week,
Yeah.
it was £60 brand new. She was very upset.
So we could have had a brand new one for £60.
No, but that's all right.
This is second hand for £50.
But it's perfect. It's in really good condition.
It's a kettle. So, yes, as she said, we went to the retail place and she came across... What is it? What do they call
Should we
those
go
places?
back a little bit further? It's a designer outlet.
That's it.
Glen McCarthy. It's the new one in
Cannock. Glen McCarthy. That was
Or
that
Glen
name?
MacArthur.
Or Glen
MacArthur
MacArthur.
Park.
MacArthur
I don't know.
Park.
I have no idea.
Anyway, it's in Cannock.
That's really nice. But before that, when we were in Stratford and I had the kettle for my birthday, it's bright orange, so it's a kind of like centrepiece. You weren't happy that it didn't match anything in the kitchen, so you went off to a little shop and bought something that did match.
So I bought that, just so that there's something else orange in our green kitchen. So bought this so we can put our tea bags in it, or those sorts of things. So this kind of goes with this. That's nice, isn't it? Hey, you see. So I am actually quite arty when it comes to things like that. But then, old Spend a Lot here decided
Suspend a lot.
we needed one of these for her coffee, because she can't just have a bit of Nescafe on a teaspoon. She has to have posh coffee. How much did this cost then?
I'm not telling you.
How much did it cost?
I'm not telling you.
You see, batteries, alternators, it's absolutely critical for the running of this boat.
That was bought with my birthday money.
Cafetières, orange kettles, overpriced.
My birthday present. I would not normally buy that out of my wages, but for your birthday, you have things that you wouldn't normally buy because it's a treat, because it's your birthday. And you can have what you want. Nobody should dictate what you have as a birthday present. Include, look, this.
You
conker.
saying I'm some sort of dictator?
Yes, it's conker. It's just. Bing!
What else have we got?
Power of Facebook.
You've been buying something else as well, haven't you?
I haven't.
You couldn't just cope with what everybody else puts up with. You couldn't just have the simple,
I wonder how far my eyes will go into the back of my head when you're talking to me like that.
Stop rolling your eyes. They won't come back. The wind changes.
No, that's if you pull a face. It's not if you roll your eye.
You permanently pull a face. Look at it.
Gosh.
Right. What else have you been buying?
Well, I don't normally use Facebook, but I wanted, after our trip to Stratford, it was really, really doing my head in with the locks because they were really hard.
Some of the paddles were a little bit difficult.
Yeah, they were very, very difficult.
But that goes for the network, doesn't it? You just have to...
It does, but somebody had said that if you have, there was a lady who was using one of these ratchet windlasses.
Right. One of these ratchet windlasses.
One of those. And I wanted one because she said it will change your life. So I thought, okay, we'll go with this. But,
change your life.
But when
I changed your life.
Shut up. When I did the research, they were quite expensive, and I thought I can't justify that kind of expenditure without having finding out what people thought of it. So basically, went on to a Facebook group called the Friendly Narrowboat Forum.
Friendly Narrowboat Forum.
Friendly Narrowboat Forum.
But most people are friendly.
They are.
But sometimes on Facebook, not everybody stays friendly, do they?
Well, I don't tend to use Facebook, so I wouldn't know
No,
that. But any
it's
case,
a friendlier place without you. Oh, that was a conker.
Did it hurt?
No.
Oh, let me try again then.
No.
What was that joke about that woman that shouts down from the bedroom saying, "Do you ever get that stabbing feeling as if somebody's sticking a pin in you in a voodoo doll?" And the husband goes, "No," and she goes, "How about now?" Any case, so I put a little request on there to get some reviews on it, and had about 63 people come back and said it's absolutely brilliant, go for it. So then you had to, because people were telling you on Facebook to do it, and you always do what people tell you on Facebook. So I've got one.
Go windless.
Go windless. Is it windlass or windless?
Depends how you want to say it. You're posh, aren't you? So probably windlass.
Why am I? Wouldn't that be windlass?
Windlass.
Could you pass me the windlass, love?
I've got a windy arse.
Arse.
So we've got this as well now. So
I'm very excited.
but we did all right because it was second hand, and so second hand's it's no worse than new, is it? And it's got an aluminium sleeve on it, which was an extra as well. Actually, that little bit of orange tape on the end matches your teapot.
It matches the volcanic orange
Kettle.
of the teapot, but not the red bit.
Well, that's all
obviously.
right.
So
we
do I
got
take
this.
the kettle out with me with windlass?
I can't remember the guy's second name. It was Bob. Bob somebody
Yeah, but he came from
from
Facebook.
Western Supermare.
But he came on Facebook.
He did,
didn't
no, he
He
did.
was lovely.
He did. He was a lovely
man.
guy, and he posted it up to me. So
Thanks,
got
Bob.
that. So that should help Mrs. Lumsden now. No more moaning. I can stay at the tiller where I belong, and you can
Oh,
do all
I'm
the
sorry.
locks.
I thought the last video
Anyway,
you
swiftly
said
moving on.
that you did all the locks on the last video.
I did quite
and
a lot
I did
of them.
nothing.
The other big thing we've done, subtle change of subject there,
I'll just put that in your reel.
is we've got now a really good router. We've got a Huawei router, which is really good. I don't know what the number is on it. What's the number on it? It's one of these anyway. It's this, which is really good. So we've got that. We've got a really sexy antenna, and it's mounted on a magnetic pole, so that if you come across a bit of a low bridge, it just knocks it over. So that's great, and that's really improved things, hasn't it?
It has.
So that actually allows me to work from the boat now, because I do a lot of Zoom work now because of the situation. So it means I don't have to turn down work. So that sort of thing, the alternator, the batteries, all of that really is a massively justifiable spend, which because every time I accept a gig now that's online, that is just, it's paying for it sort of in shed loads. So that's a really good purchase.
It is. Very happy with that.
What else? Got new deck boards. They're sexy. I think I did show those going in. So I've
Got a new little thing for the wood.
Mrs. Superficial here. We've got a basket for bits of kindling and stuff like that. So that's all good. What else have we got? We've had something
Got some
else
nice
new.
flowers. I've recycled my flowers and dried them.
Got
up
some new
there.
dead flowers. So that's always good to have some
Well,
dead flowers on the boat.
It was a birthday bouquet that was purchased
Right.
for me.
Purchased.
Purchased.
Purchased by
So
chance.
rather than just throw the flowers away when they've finished their life, I've dried them and they look lovely up there.
We've had something else. What else have we had that's new? Walkie-talkies. Have I spoke about those? Pass
You
those
might,
over.
no, you have. You've spoken about them because you moaned about the fact that I didn't want to carry it, and then I could carry it. I had to carry
Well,
it.
pass me one anyway. Walkie-talkies. Waterproof and floatable, I think. Have you tried throwing one of these in the cut yet?
No,
Well, they are waterproof. I'm not sure whether
it's got a little light on it, isn't it? So when it sort of like sinks to the bottom,
it's got a light on it. Ooh,
so you can see your way back from the pub.
red. So if you're in a tunnel, you can put that. White. So if you're in a tunnel, you can put that on. Good for if you're in a tunnel. So I've got some of those. So they've been quite useful. I mean, we mess around on them most of the time, but every now and again I can go, stop, don't come in, no. When I'm feeling particularly dramatic. So there's something else.
We've painted the kitchen cupboard doors.
Mrs. Lumsden's made a mess of the kitchen cupboard doors. So Mrs. Lumsden
Oopsies.
comes showing off with this. I have to show off with this. So, go figure. I think that's it, Mrs.
Good.
So, I knew there was something else. I knew there was something else. We've had a new fender, a new rear fender, and it's got like a little button on the end of it as well, just to give it a bit of an extension. So yeah, we bought that off a guy on a boat in Fradley, so that's nice as well.
Did you mention it's your birthday present?
That's my birthday present, apparently. So we had a great time in Stratford. We've got to go again to Stratford, haven't we?
Yes, but
Yeah.
it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it'll be lovely. It's going to be lovely.
Mary's 60th.
It is Mary's 60th. And so that'll be nice. And then we've got to start planning what we're going to do towards the end of June, going into July.
2 weeks.
We've got a 2-weeker. So we might do the Leicester Ring, unsure yet. Might go north on the Trent and Mersey. We haven't done anything north, really. So we've been as far north as Burton-on-Trent,
Yes.
haven't we? So everything we've done so far has been Midlands and South. So we do need to get north at some point. It's just making sure we've got that time to
Maybe
do
we
it.
could go up north to Cheshire Oaks.
We could do, but if we're going to do that, we need to go and do the Llangollen, don't we? And the Punk Salty.
Yes.
But I think that's going to be more than 2 weeks. I think you're probably going to be looking at 3 weeks for that, which is fine if we can work off the boat with the router and stuff. But that's down to you. And who's going to look after your kitten?
Maybe the kitten could come with us. She'll be spayed by then.
Kittens can't come on boats.
She's not a kitten anymore. She's a cat.
Well, cats can't come on boats. They can go on a boat if it's a liverboard thing and the boat never moves.
I think if you look on the Facebook
Because that's their
group,
cats are territorial, aren't they?
Cats on the Cut, a lot of them continual cruisers.
Oh, they don't. But
people that
they
holiday.
just shut them in
But why can't we do that?
because that's not fair. And we
not
don't.
fair.
It takes away our freedom to move about and just come in and out willy nilly.
And there's the rub.
I like to
so
move
to
willy
speak.
nilly.
I'm not going to comment on that
That's
one.
a whole other film.
I want to bounce this conker off your head again.
Don't. Right. Say
we
goodbye to
go?
all the lovely people out there.
Bye.
Thank you for subscribing, all of you guys that have stuck with us. And if you do fancy subscribing, you'll have a bit of fun with us. We don't take ourselves too seriously. And it'd be lovely to have you along. Bye for now.